It's only on Newswatch 10.
What did I do? What didn't I do? Morgan, please don't shut me out. Tell me.
Jeff, how you doing?
Better if there were 2 more psych residents on staff.
Well, cabin fever time, huh?
If it was like a madhouse, that wouldn't be very sensitive, would it?
Do you mind if I ask you a question about a patient of mine?
Shoot.
Well, he's been unconscious for about 3 days. Car accident, has a head injury, possible kidney damage.
Their brain activity?
Yes, in fact, he speaks. He keeps calling out a name.
That's good. He's coming back.
Yes, but he keeps calling out the name of his first wife while his second wife is sitting there holding his hand.
Ouch.
What do you think it means?
Well...
Lorna. You're home. Hi, Lorna. When did you get
As soon
here?
as I heard what happened.
Did this model break up William Shatner's marriage and cost him $8 million? What religious vision has convinced Naomi Judd to go back on tour with Winona?
I want to know.
What's the untold story behind Jim Nabors' liver transplant? Did Tanya Harding seduce this man while she was still married?
His exclusive story is in this week's Inquirer.
How can you get rid of stress fast? Find out in this week's Inquirer, filled with fascinating features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
These chaps woke up with painful sore throats. Clive took a Sucret's throat lozenge and is enjoying long-lasting relief. Reginald, however, took a Hall's cough tablet, and now his sore throat pain is back with a vengeance. But he can't be reaching for Hall's every few minutes. If only he'd known, Sucret's alone has the prescription medicine Diclonine, which lasts up to 16 times longer than Hall's. Sucret's, the choice of palace guards everywhere, made stronger to last longer, guaranteed.
All right, you little chocolates, fall in. Who's made of delicious milk chocolate?
We are, sir.
I can't hear you. Who's made of rich, delicious, absolutely unique milk chocolate?
We are, sir.
And who's covered with a thin, colorful candy shell?
We are, sir.
So the milk chocolate.
Melt in your mouth, not in your hand, sir.
Keep it up, and you'll earn those M's.
We have small march mile after mile to make you open your hand and smile.
Ah, there's nothing like the sound of chocolate on the march.
Poor Colin. His owners discovered Boggle, the 3-minute word game where players search for words like tree, curb, or even
Hydrant.
Boggle, the game that keeps on going.
It's the creamiest,
The dreamiest.
the Peter shelf and cheese.
It's the creamiest.
The dreamiest,
Forget the powder, please.
only we taste like that.
Velveeta makes it the creamiest.
Velveeta shelf and cheese.
God, I've been so worried about you.
Sorry.
Kids. No, don't be sorry. This is really all my fault.
What?
I know you left because of me.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I should never have agreed to that stupid alibi. Why not? It worked, didn't it? It was a lie. Invented by you to protect me.
so.
Just wonder if you would have taken the rap if it had gone that far. You would have, wouldn't you?
Well, that didn't. Here I am, end of saga.
I'm afraid it's not that simple, honey. I mean, it could have been if I had told Ryan the truth in the beginning. God knows I wanted to.
Why did you have to tell him squat? You didn't kill Kyle.
But I thought I did. And that lie, so many people suffered because of it. And once this whole thing started, I mean, it was like a moving train. It couldn't be stopped, and so many of us were involved by then.
Why are you taking this on yourself? Kyle is the one who did the damage, not you. And besides, if we hadn't stonewalled, there never would have been a second autopsy, and nobody would have known the truth, ever.
You know, don't you, that I would never have let you get prosecuted for what I did. You know that.
I'd have gotten off.
Lord,
No,
no.
listen to me. What we did was right. And it may not have worked out like I thought, but it was right.
How did you think this was all going to turn out?
The police could have dropped the whole thing.
With Ryan Harrison on the case, I don't think so.
I thought that if we all stuck to the same alibi, they would have no choice.
You thought I did it, didn't you? You used yourself as a decoy?
Yeah, I thought that you did it. I'm sorry, okay? I mean, the way that you threatened him on the air, I wouldn't have been surprised if you'd torn him limb from limb.
So I was right.
Well, why shouldn't I have used myself as a decoy? None of us deserve to suffer, especially not you.
How long were you planning on staying away? Forever? What, that wasn't going to be punishment enough for me?
Oh, you get over this, Mother. We are all free, and that's the way it should have been from the beginning.
We're all free, honey. I know Kyle is dead.
Which is what we all wanted.
No, we wanted him punished.
Yeah, well, you may have wanted him punished, but I wanted him dead. In fact, I wish I had been the one to kill him.
Lorna, you have no idea what you're saying
yes,
right now.
I do.
No.
I wanted the man dead.
Lorna, stop saying that.
There's nothing to tell you, Brett.
Was it my technique? I mean, I admit I am a little out of practice.
No.
But I'm willing to work on it, though.
It was fine. You were fine. Everything was great. There's nothing wrong.
Well, at the risk of my sounding insatiable or something, why aren't we still at it?
I don't want you to take this personally.
Oh, here it comes.
What comes? There's nothing you did wrong. It has nothing to do with you.
Okay, so it's not that my mouthwash failed or my lips are chapped.
Right. I love your lips.
Well, that's a plus. I like yours, too,
Good.
so...
So I was distracted. That's it. And I that's the price you pay when you get involved with a doctor.
So you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah. If I could stay and talk, I would, but I gotta go.
Well, isn't this your night off? I mean,
I have patients to see.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to crowd you. I mean, if you've got patients...
No, come on,
to see,
Brett.
then
You know, I know. You know Spader?
Yeah,
So that's how it is.
yeah, I do.
All right, well, I gotta go.
Okay. Oh, good going, Brett. Great moves. Not personal? How could it be not personal?
Think I'm a servant on your Corey estate? Is that it?
Listen to me.
Look, I don't have to
Attitude.
listen to you.
Yes, you do. Room 207 needs clean sheets, so move.
Cool it, you two. This is a hospital.
I'm not gonna let her run me over like
I
that.
wasn't running
Push
him
up the
over.
both of you.
She started it.
I did not. You're the one that won't do the work.
Look, you don't tell me.
Do I have to brain you guys? You do not bring your personal problems to work.
I have no personal problems with this thing.
All right, obviously there's more going on here than a disagreement about bed linen.
That's right. This candy striper from hell thinks she can take over the world.
I was just doing my job.
Oh, for heaven's sake, you two, come with me. Over here, there are people struggling for their lives here.
No, there aren't any patients on this floor.
There are nurses and doctors inside that room who have to make life and death decisions all day long. They do not need your grief. Scoot. Heaven's sake.
John, I was just consulting Dr. Patrick here about a patient of mine.
Jeff Patrick.
Oh.
I'm really glad you guys derailed the Spader machine.
It's awfully good to be back at work.
Well, thank you so much for listening,
Oh,
Jeff,
about that patient.
Excuse me, this is Dr. Friedman. Oh, Phil!
Listen, I would have to interview him after he regains consciousness to see if there are any deep-seated disturbances that might be causing problems.
Yes, I see.
This isn't a clinical observation. But from what you told me, he may not have gotten over his attachment to the first wife.
Yes. Well, of course, that would make sense. Thank you very much
Anytime.
for your help. Hi.
Isn't this great?
Oh, back in the saddle again.
Oh, I mean, practicing medicine, holding my beautiful wife in my arms, it just doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, but you knew we were right.
Well, Wright certainly wouldn't have kept the committee from sweeping our lives out from under us.
No, I guess that's true.
But from now on, it's clear sailing. Nothing can stop us now.
We're unbeatable.
Absolutely.
Hi.
Hi.
Is this a bad time? There were some thoughts about Mom's memorial service that I wanted to go over.
No, this is a very good time.
Actually, I'm just going back on duty. I'm sorry. I'll have to see you both back at the house later.
Dad, Mom and I thought that you'd be hungry, so we left you this sandwich.
Hellman's makes an ordinary sandwich taste so delicious.
This is gonna be really special.
Hellman's makes it so irresistible. Some people just can't wait to taste it.
Get a taste of what the best can do. So we left you this banana. Bring out the Hellman's.
Hellman's real mayonnaise.
And bring out the best.
You're pure, you're natural, you're one of a kind.
99.44% pure. Ivory. It doesn't need anything else to baby, even a baby's skin.
You're my ivory, baby.
Baby your skin with Ivory.
Wherever you're waking up, there's freshly brewed coffee by the cup.
Folgers Coffee Singles is ground roast Folgers in its own filter for one great cup anywhere.
Best part of waking up
Is Singles in your cup.
Wrap yourself in softness, feel it on your skin. Ultra Downy softness, come on in, come on in.
It's a feeling made for sharing. The most fluffy softness ever.
Wrap yourself in softness, feel it on your skin. Come on in.
Come on into Ultra Downy. Come on into the most fluffy softness of any fabric softener with Ultra Downy's April freshness.
Wrap yourself in softness, come on into Downy.
I know what I like and don't like. I don't like irregularity. It slows me down. I don't like harsh chemical laxatives. I like natural. I like smooth texture, regular flavored Metamucil. It's the only natural fiber with no sweeteners, no added flavors, as well as no grit. I don't like those. So it's easy to take, easy to get the extra fiber I need. And it works just the way I expect from Metamucil, to get the body up and running. I like that.
Metamucil, the natural choice for regularity.
Kids who love Barney will love the Be a Star video contest. Just videotape your child's message to Barney.
I love you, Barney. I'm your fan.
Then bring or mail the video to your nearest JCPenney. Every child gets a gift and a chance to be seen on NBC. Enter today and be a star.
Barney, you're the best.
Why shouldn't I say it? Look, I now know you didn't kill him. And I know when you fired that shot that you didn't mean to. But if you want the truth, I envied you.
Oh, Lorna. I don't believe you would have actually done it.
If I had that gun in my hand, yeah, I would have.
Sweetheart, you have every right to despise him. But you wouldn't have taken his life.
He took mine. I'll never be the same.
Lorna, you're alive, honey.
Oh, I see. I'm supposed to be grateful that he didn't kill me, right? Grateful that I'll live my life in constant fear, feeling unclean.
No, you're the wonderful woman you were before you even met Kyle. That's never going to change.
Oh, Mother, it's already changed. He's ruined my life. He's ruined yours. Look what he put you through.
No, the only thing he put me through is that I came this close to taking another human being's life.
Kyle wasn't human.
Yes, he was. He made mistakes, terrible mistakes. He hurt you, and I hated him for that. And yes, I thought I wanted him dead. But then when I thought I killed him...
Well, I should have been the one.
Lorna, listen to me. Now listen to me. The reason that I was so afraid for you to have that gun was because a gun is an instrument of instinct and impulse. You don't think when you have a gun.
That's right. You defend. Now, the paper said he was coming at you, Mother. You already knew what he was capable of. He was a waste of a human being. Smart doctor who thought that a woman who was blind drunk was fair game. A man so warped that he thought a rape counselor was coming on to him.
Whatever Kyle thought or was really isn't the point, honey.
Yeah, well, it is now.
He did come after me, okay. I couldn't see him very well, and I shot in his direction. I didn't know if I hit him or not. But the next morning when I saw him lying there dead, and this is something I haven't told anyone, I went to ice. My hand actually felt numb. And I thought, what if I had killed him the way your father had been killed? The way thousands of people are killed every day because of anger and because of hatred.
You didn't kill him.
I might have.
He raped me. He tried to rape Marley. He might have raped you.
You don't shoot somebody because of what they might have done to you.
Kyle Barkley had no right to live.
Did your father have a right to live, Lorna?
Daddy has nothing to do with this. Please stop bringing him up.
What are you saying to me, that I was totally justified by shooting Kyle Barkley?
Oh, more than.
Was Sally justified in killing Luke?
Of course not.
Well, then who makes that decision? Who decides whether someone lives or dies? Who has a right to live? Where does it all end, honey?
Well, this will save the taxpayers the cost of hiring a sheriff to deliver it.
A subpoena.
You got it.
Man, you've stepped over the line this time, Dana. This is ridiculous.
No, you're the one who stepped over the line here, Rodriguez. You and Felicia and Morgan and Lorna, and you're all going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, this is crazy.
In case you don't like reading the fine print, let me just save you the trouble, okay? You and your buddies are being ordered to appear before a judge to be charged with 1, conspiracy to obstruct justice, 2, withholding evidence, 3, obstructing justice, and Felicia will face additional charges.
No, you can't do this.
It's already being done. And since you and your buddies confide so much in each other, why don't you tell them that if Lorna doesn't show up in court tomorrow, additional charges will be added to the list.
And how the hell are we supposed to do that when we don't even know where she is?
Yeah, well, that's what you say.
But come on, it's the truth.
You know, Victor, if you had told me the truth in the beginning, maybe, just maybe, I might believe you right now.
You know, I don't believe you people. I mean, with all the criminals in Bay City running around murdering and robbing people, you are wasting your time and energy on us. When all we did was help each other.
No, all you did was obstruct justice. See you in court.
Are you sure the Stone Cottage is where you want to put the plaque?
It's fine. Mama loved that place.
It's a good thing you're doing, Josie.
It's what I need to do.
Well, listen, is there anything else that we can do in the way of a ceremony?
On the plaque, a few words, that's all I had planned.
I guess we're all set then.
I guess.
Is something wrong?
No. Well, there's something that I need to... Emergency?
Well, I'm afraid so. Can we finish this talk at home?
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Try seeing things on the bright side, dear. You do this for me, and your friends will never, ever have to know how you really lived it up in La La Land.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tell the truth.
The truth? I think that's the best policy.
Excuse me?
No, I mean, it's not a pickup line or anything. I'm just wondering.
About what?
Well, it's a little complicated, but do you think you could give me a woman's point of view?
Explain to me what happened.
Is there something wrong with me? Is that it? I mean, do I have a sign on my forehead that says this one's a buddy?
Look, just take it from the beginning. Start at the beginning, okay? You had a date with Morgan.
Yeah, we had a date. No, well, it wasn't really a date. I mean, you know, it was, he took me home from a party kind of thing.
Yeah, and?
Well, we were in the middle of, the most wonderful, beautiful kiss I've ever had, and then he stopped. He pulled away. He said he had to go.
Okay, was he beeped?
Not audibly, but he said that he had to go back to work, but I know that it was just an excuse, Kelsey. I turned him off.
Don't assume that.
He stopped kissing me, Kelsey. I must have done something.
No, there must be a perfectly reasonable explanation for that.
Like what?
Stomach cramps, an outbreak of the flu. Maybe he left the water running in his tub. Who knows? Did you ever think of any of those things?
No.
Okay, well, that's a reason for that. It's because you panic. You overreact, and then you end up creating the worst scenario possible.
And you don't do the same thing?
No, I don't.
Oh, really? Okay, well, what about the ghost of Charlene Hudson?
There's no such thing.
Oh, see, and talk about, you know, jumping to conclusions here. I mean, I even remember you going so far as mentioning exorcism.
Okay. Okay, Britt. For one moment, I was temporarily out of my mind, okay?
But you're not now. I mean, everything's fine?
No. No, everything is not fine, Britt. The ghost is back.
You're kidding.
Bigger and badder than ever.
Oh, gosh, Kelsey, and here I am running off at the mouth about my silly little problems.
No,
it's okay. No, it's not okay. You're shaking.
What am I gonna do? I mean, slowly, but surely, I'm being suffocated by Charlene Hudson.
I'm sorry for piping up like that. I hate it when strangers think they can become personal with me, like leap into my space when I'm trying to give myself a good talking to.
It's okay.
Yeah, so I'm sorry for intruding like that. It's just that, if you want to tell someone the truth, I think that's admirable. I think it's great.
Well, thanks for your permission.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. I'm Morgan. I'm an intern here.
Josie.
Josie, like Frankie's cousin who came back, Josie?
You know Frankie?
Yeah, I'm Cass's brother.
Oh, wow.
Wow. The world is frighteningly small, isn't it?
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, well, hi, Josie. I'm sorry for intruding, and looks like you had a lot on your mind back there.
Yeah, well, it's just something that I need to work out.
Oh, can I help?
It's personal.
Oh, okay, then I won't comment on it ever again.
Okay.
But like I said, if you don't mind, I'd like to get your point of view on something as a woman if you have a minute or two. It won't take but a minute.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh.
I only have a minute, though.
Oh, a minute's fine. Great. Okay, look, I mean, if you were seeing a guy, you were having a date with a guy, and things were becoming kind of romantic,
How romantic?
like kissing.
Okay. Things are getting romantic.
They are. And then, all of a sudden, this guy starts reflecting on the past relationships, problems he's had in the past, and he kind of kicks back a little bit.
You mean he kicks back a little bit?
You know, he kind of exits, leaves, departs, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, you, as a woman in this situation, would you rather just, would you like to hear this guy spill his guts about what's on his mind, or would you rather just chalk it up as a mismatch, bag it, see this jerk on his merry way?
Oh, don't call him a jerk.
Okay, I won't. So, what would you do?
Well, I'd want to know what was on his mind.
You would?
Mm-hmm. So do you want to tell her?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, do you want to see her again?
Well, of course I want to see her again. That's why I'm asking you what you'd do.
Well, I can tell you honestly, without a doubt, that I, as a woman, would want to know exactly what was going on in your mind when you walked out on me.
Even if it's not pretty.
She needs to know the truth.
Even if the truth is not what she wants to hear, and maybe she won't want to see me again.
It's a risk you have to take, Morgan.
It's a risk. Oh, like they say in school, honesty's the best policy, even if it blows up in your face, right?
I have to go.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for the feedback.
You're welcome.
Sorry to keep you.
It's okay.
Okay. Well, if I can return the favor in some way, I'd love to. Scratching back, so.
I have to go.
Oh.
How can you compare what you did to Kyle with what Sally did to Lucas? They were completely different situations.
People were murdered, Lorna.
And my father was murdered. You were defending yourself from a rapist.
I am not comparing the situations. I'm comparing the results of violence.
Kyle deserved to die.
But it was not my right to say when or how. It's no one's right. And returning violence for violence, that's not the answer, honey.
What if he'd raped you? Could you be saying these things to me right now?
I don't know. I don't know if I could. But I know I regret ever firing that gun.
He could have killed you.
Look, why don't we not talk about this anymore tonight, all right?
Whatever.
Lorna, don't let this come between us, please.
Alicia, are you home?
Victor. Oh, he's going to be so happy.
Don't open the door.
What?
Don't tell Victor I'm back.
Why?
Just do what I ask.
Lorna, please, don't ask me to
please. Just don't say anything. Please.
Victor, hi, come in.
Who are you talking to?
Actually, I was talking to the television set.
Oh, you do that much?
Well, now that I'm sort of back with the KBAY family, I don't know, when they air a dopey editorial, I find myself yelling at the TV set.
Well, I thought maybe something was wrong.
No, come on, what could be wrong? You believe I just said that? Well.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, I'm no closer to finding Lorna.
Well, you know, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, but this morning you were just as concerned about her as I am.
Yes, I know, but, well, what good did it do me, right? And now I've decided to try and stay cool about the whole thing.
Oh, that's good.
Right, I think so, too. What about you, honey? Are you okay? Everything all right?
Yeah, well, I haven't punched anybody, if that's what you mean, but I'm getting close.
What have you done?
Well, like I told you, I went to talk to Ryan to see if he knew where Lorna was.
And? What did he say?
They don't have a clue. I mean, at least that's what they told me.
Huh. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad.
Good, when you hear what's coming up next. We're going to be subpoenaed for an arraignment tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Well, I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know now.
Yeah, I know.
Well, they're going to throw the book at me, aren't they?
Oh, they feel like we played them for fools with all this alibi stuff.
I should have told the truth a long time ago. I jeopardized all of you.
Look, it wasn't your plan, and we all knew what we were getting into.
Well, it backfired, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, all I worry about is Lorna.
Did Dana say anything about Lorna, about the fact that she's not here?
Yeah, she warned me that I should get word to Lorna that they're going to throw the book at her if she doesn't get back in time for court tomorrow.
So, they could press charges, couldn't they?
Oh, a whole bunch.
Victor, I know you were angry with Lorna earlier today.
Yeah, well, I only get angry for people I'm concerned about. I mean, I just hope she didn't get into any kind of trouble while she was hiding out.
No, I mean, she's strong. I'm sure she'll be back.
I hope so. For her sake.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I've thought about Lorna every day since she's been gone. And as tough as things were between us, I miss her.
You know, working in a hospital is kind of like being in the Army. There's a chain of command. And that means that experienced candy stripers can give new orders to the floor assistants. Okay. I think I am aware of what the problem is here. You are taking it out on me just because I should have bet your place yesterday. And I just want you to know that if you were a little bit nicer about the situation, we wouldn't be going through what we're going through. And you think I'm just gonna go and blab all your secrets. But for your information, I won't. I never intended to. And besides that, women keep secrets better than men. I read that in a magazine.
We're a woman's magazine?
Yeah, so what? I really don't see what the problem is here.
Nobody asked you to. Nobody asked you to follow me home either.
Okay, so I did, so I found out where you lived and that you have a little sister, but what's the big deal or secret?
Oh, there's no big deal or secret. You're not important enough to hide anything from.
Oh, right. That's why you wouldn't even let me in the front door in the first place.
Maybe it's not about secrecy. Maybe it's about privacy.
Why won't you ever admit that you're wrong? Do you ever admit that you're wrong?
There's never really been a need.
I try to be nice to you, and what happens? You just shove it back in my face.
All right, you guys, you can put away the explosives. The war is over.
What war?
I talked to the head of housekeeping, and the official word is that neither one of you can order anyone around.
I really wasn't ordering him around. I was just telling him what needed to be done.
Tomas, you are to steam clean the cafeteria kitchen before you go home. Okay?
Great. I can get out of this line of fire.
He is just totally rude.
The move to Bay City has been very rough on him. He just needs a little time to settle in.
Yeah, but he was wrong, Kate, and he was totally rude to me.
I know, but someday when you're older, I think you'll understand the situation better.
So what do I do now? Deal with it? I'm sorry, it just gets to me. And I guess it's just gonna keep getting to me because every man I know here has the same dumb problem.
It was last night. John was having a nightmare. He was in a lot of pain, and the name that he called out, it was Charlene.
It must have been awful for you.
You can't imagine.
But we know that, Charlene helped John through a rough time after the war. Maybe he just connected the nightmares with her.
Look, it wasn't his fault. I mean, he was asleep. He didn't do anything wrong.
Of course not, but it still hurt you.
Like a knife cutting through my chest.
And here I am rattling on about my silly problems. I am so sorry.
What more can I do, Brett?
I think that you've done everything you can.
I thought I was. I mean, I've been over backwards being understanding with John. I took Josie in. I've been sympathetic with her. I mean, I assured her that the memorial service for her mother was a good idea, and I think that it is. I do.
I think that you're being extremely understanding.
I mean, I have been nothing but supportive to everyone.
Absolutely.
And I haven't told them how it makes me feel every time they bring up Charlene's name.
I think you've been great.
I still feel like an outsider. And I'm so afraid.
What are you afraid of?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid that all this resentment that I have inside of me, that I am trying so hard to keep under wraps. I'm afraid it's going to destroy me. Or it's going to ruin my marriage.
You think you were a little heavy-duty on Maggie just now?
She's trouble.
I thought she was trying to be your friend.
Well, with friends like hers, she's complications we don't need.
Why do you say that?
Well, she's nosy and she's a snob.
No, come on, do you really think she's a snob?
She's never had to work. She doesn't know what money means. And it's just like everything's always been handed to her.
Well, that doesn't always make a person a snob.
Well, she says she's not, but she is.
So you write her off?
I'll take her money and I'll tutor her and stay clear.
No, you do what you want. I, for one, think there's more to Maggie than meets the eye. I don't want to burn my cookies.
Where's Kate?
In the kitchen.
Well, for your information, I am not a snob. I looked it up. A snob is one who cultivates those with social rank, and I have never cultivated anyone in my entire life.
You're born into it. Why would you have to?
Okay, sure, my grandmother is high in the mucky, but let me tell you something. Not that you want to hear it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I came to Bay City chasing after the Corey Gardner.
All right.
Oh, you don't believe me? Ask anyone in Bayview Court.
What would they know?
Oh, just how I hid out in an apartment, stole food, sold people's personal belongings when they weren't looking?
Now, why would you do that? You have plenty of money, right?
Not at the time. I was on the lam, smart guy. I had no cash, no plastic. My parents didn't want me chasing after a guy older than me.
So?
So, if you're gonna call me a snob, you might as well go talk to Mr. Webster.
He's dead.
Whatever. But if that's what they call a snob, they need to change their dictionary. Oh, sure. So now you're laughing at me, huh?
Let me get this straight. You stole food and you sold people stuff.
Damn straight I did. I lived 2 days on just a pie.
Did you ever steal sandwiches?
You take what you can get, you know?
So you never got caught?
Well, I nearly didn't, but then Jenna got miffed because I was after her guy.
The gardener?
No, Dean Frame.
The singer?
Yeah. Yeah, we're copacetic, you know?
No kidding.
Hi. I'm sorry I'm late. I hope I didn't keep you waiting.
It's okay.
I never seem to get out of the hospital as soon as I think I will.
I know.
Listen, you seemed awfully serious earlier. Is there something you wanted to tell me?
Yeah, it's been something that I wanted to tell you for a while. It just got to be this big thing weighing down on me heavier and heavier.
It's okay. I'm listening now.
I'm just looking at you every day and knowing that I haven't been straight with you. It's made me feel terrible. I guess that's the way it is with lies. I mean, you start to feel ashamed, and then you...
Josie, I know all about it.
You do?
Yeah. I was just hoping that you would tell me first.
You knew?
Hey, come on, you're not the first good-looking woman who's been through this kind of a thing.
But I tried.
I know you tried. Listen, it's okay. Not everybody clicks in Hollywood right away. I kind of suspected you weren't having quite the career you wanted us to think you were.
But it's not like I didn't... I worked at it.
I know you worked at it. You tried your best, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. Actually, I admire you for even trying show business. It's a rough life to choose.
Show business?
Oh, come on.
That's not...
It's okay. You don't have to explain. I mean, it's all about luck anyway, isn't it? Come on, sit down. Isn't it all about being in the right place at the right time?
When did you figure it out?
Pretty early on, actually. I went to the video store and rented a couple of movies you said you were in, and when I checked the credits, you weren't listed.
Do you think everybody in town knows?
Oh, I don't know. I doubt it. But I certainly wouldn't worry about it. The point is that you did your best. And you've got a real job on TV now at KBAY. You should be very proud of that.
Right.
I'm glad you decided to tell me, Josie. Lies can be so destructive.
Yeah, they eat away. I know.
You remember when your mother lied to us about her past, about being a prostitute?
It was devastating.
It almost destroyed our family. Well, the point is that you've survived. You kept your head above water. Charlene would be very proud of you. I'm proud of you, too. I'm gonna go and check on Greg.
Listen to me, Kelsey. You have had a lot of stress in your life, and you're tired. But you're going to get through this ghost thing.
Yeah, why don't I believe that?
Okay. You have been through the ringer with Spader, and your nerves are frayed. But you beat him, and you're going to beat this.
You really think that this bachelor thing, you think it's just a coincidence?
Yes, I do. I mean, it could have been something somebody learned in the army or an ashram or whatever.
I hope so.
You know, this is a touchy period that you're going through, you know? I mean, the ghost of Charlene has to be put to rest. When the words are said and the plaque is hung, she is going to be very firmly put in the past.
Then we can move forward.
Yes, like you should have been doing from the beginning.
Do you really think everything's going to be okay?
Yes, I do.
Morgan.
Can I talk to you? I want to straighten some things out.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Well, I was just getting ready to leave anyway. Tell him how you feel.
I want to explain to you why I took off before like I did. It's hard.
Hard to tell me, hard to talk to me, hard to be in the same room with me?
Yeah, all of those things. You remember what I went through with Lorna, and what that's doing.
Yeah, I mean, we discussed it. You said that you were working on it.
That's right, I've been trying, but it's all very foreign to me, Brett. This second-guessing, this thinking, this backing away.
Yeah, I know that you're used to having women, come on to you, and now you have to rethink all your moves.
I don't want to think in terms of moves anymore. The Winthrop charm guaranteed everything would work out according to plan.
But not anymore.
No, not anymore. The plans are over. The blueprint's gone. The runway light's gone.
Yeah, but, maybe you weren't thinking in terms of a landing with me.
Excuse me?
I mean, maybe I never would have been in the plan, Maybe I just turned you off. I mean, it could be that simple.
No, Brett, you're way off.
Yeah, right. Even though everything that happened with Lorna was wrong, I remember thinking that night how lucky she was. What? Yeah, I mean, having not one, but two guys coming on to her. I mean, I was jealous. Why? Do I really have to make this clear?
Yes.
Lorna is sexy. She is every man's fantasy. I, on the other hand, am every man's favorite buddy, The only scoring a guy thinks of with me is baseball stats, Kind of damages my confidence.
Listen to me. You have it all wrong. You hear me? The reason I left before was that scoring with you was all I could think of.
It's not what I expected.
Fred, I thought I had a handle on things, but when I'm with you, things just get immediately physical, and I wanted you.
Oh.
And I just don't know what to do. The last time I felt this way, I caused a lot of pain, and I don't want to do that again. I can't go back to the old way again. I just can't.
I'm not going anywhere, Morgan. If you want to try a new way.
You're so beautiful. Would you like to go on a date tomorrow night?
I would like that very much.
You have business here, fella? Yeah, I have a court appearance tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I knew you looked familiar. You're the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks.
You're gonna need it.
Victor is a wonderful man.
I know.
Thanks for not telling him I was here. I know that was really hard for you.
Feel like telling me why you don't want to see him?
I need more time.
Well, you seem to be ready to see me.
You're not a man who cares deeply about me.
Well, I do care.
I tried to run away from that, too.
So what brought you back?
I missed you. I needed you.
Mama, if there ever was a time I needed you, it's now. Why did you leave me? Why did you leave me?
Apple pies for 2 days?
Uh-huh. Listen, I'm really sorry for showing up without warning. I guess I was wrong.
It's okay.
Well, aren't you going to apologize to me for sounding off at me like that?
What do I get if I do?
You get to see the score on my trigonometry exam.
Deal. I'm sorry I overreacted. I'm sorry I was rough on you. Let's see.
Dun, dun, dun.
C plus.
I told
Not
you.
bad.
See you later.
Hey.
So you got the invitation?
To the winter masquerade, yes.
Well, do you think you'll be able to go?
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh, I hope you do. John's so looking forward to thanking you in person for everything you've done.
Your thank you note was very sweet.
Well, we're both very grateful.
You're good doctors. I've got to run.
Who did this? Who left these spatulas and frying pans stacked like this?
I did. Kate taught me. She's always done it like that. Something wrong?